We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
Hey, folks, here we are. We might be drunk. We're here. We got a whole different setup, some nice digs.
I like it, a nice drink, a little tequila.
Yeah.
I like that when we were doing the Zoom ones, we were doing different drinks, and that was fun. But this it's something about doing the same drink.
Yes, we're on the same page. Here we go. Clink it up. We got a nice anejo. This was a gift from my pal Jamie Lynn.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah, I would never buy this. This is like, top shelf stuff.
It was good stuff, man. Look at that.
I'm a clear tequila guy, but this is so smooth.
Añejo is, I don't know a lot about tequila, but that's the tequila snobs love the añejo. That's what they always order.
Aha, well, what the hell's a mezcal?
Okay, I don't see. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I think like is it a mezcal, or tequila can be a mezcal, but a mezcal, something weird. I'm totally off here.
It's tough. It's like,
I don't even know why I started that sentence now. Now I'm like, I should have just shut the fuck up.
Well, it's like when you call a Cuban a Mexican, people are like, what are you, crazy? They're totally different. I'm like, oh, are they? They don't seem that different.
You say, oh, are they?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just in Miami, so I did that on accident.
Oh,
Oof,
yeah.
It got ugly.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I'll never do that at a cockfight again.
If you're in Miami, you just got to go Cuban every time. That's
the
move. Like New York, Puerto Rican.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
That's the guess.
The Dominicans are mixed in, and then you get a Guatemalan and a Venezuelan every now and then. It's tough.
I was getting some threatening messages. I did a joke in I Got This about where I say dating me is kind of like, it's like going to the Dominican Republic. It's like you're like, oh, this is great for like 5 days, but then after that you're like, this has some problems I'm not aware of. and every once in a while it'll get shared, and I'll get like another message, someone like, I'm Dominican, and if I see you, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm just like, the joke is about people being stupid and not knowing that their vacation spots have problems, and that I'm fucked up.
It's kind of the reverse thing when you're shitting on a city. Like, you're like, fucking Cleveland, huh? And somebody goes, woo, I love Cleveland. You're like, no, I was shitting on it. They just hear their town and they go crazy. By the way, Dominicans, they have an N-word pass.
Do they?
I mean,
I don't know.
From what I've heard.
I think it varies.
White people are always like, oh, you're stealing black culture, which is true, but so are they. I mean.
Do they have a pass?
I think so. I mean, go up to Washington Heights. It's said quite liberally. I'm just saying. I don't know the rules. Now the Asian kids are saying it. Who knows?
That's definitely not flying. I don't think.
Maybe that's where all the hate's coming from.
No, I don't think so.
I've seen the videos. Yeah.
This is good stuff, though. I mean, I like a tequila because. Is it an upper? They say it's like the only alcohol.
They say it's the only upper.
But I never get I get like a temporary boost.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That is the first thing that the tequila guy's like, hey, it's the only upper. And you're like, all right, I've heard that 6 times.
Then why are you doing cocaine as well?
Right. But Bert Kreischer said, go clear, tequila, vodka, gin, less hangover. Yeah. So that's how I got into it. Now I'm hooked. But this anejo is hitting the spot.
It's what go clear is what they say when you join Scientology also, right? He went clear.
Yeah, that's got a hangover, though. That sticks with you.
Either way, you've told people too much.
Right. Is it true that Scientologists, they tell you all your secrets, and then they just got you for life?
That's the rumor. That's what I hear. I think that's why they still I would assume that's how they still have Tom Cruise and Travolta.
Yes. You pay a ton of money. You tell them all you're like molested. I got diddled. I fucked my sister, whatever it is. And then now you can't get out.
They're like, and scene. We got it.
Yeah. You're fucked.
Yeah. That's, it's weird. If Travolta is, the other thing is that he's gay. And if he is gay, I mean, he was married to Kelly Preston, who I thought was one of the hottest actresses.
So hot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It must be crazy to be married to someone that hot and not even enjoy it.
I know, right? It's like, you work at a butcher shop, you got all these cuts of meat, and you're a vegan. That's got to be tough. They must have fucked, though, because they have kids.
Yeah. No, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's bi. Maybe
he's bi.
I don't know.
Maybe after a while, it's almost like an Epstein thing where you're like, I gotta go something new. I gotta mix it up here. I've had the best.
Did Epstein mix it up?
Well, I think it's at first you're banging models, and then you're like, all right, I've conquered that mountain. Now we got to go younger, and then I think you get hooked. That's what I assume.
It's like booze. You just get sick of it.
Yeah, then you go to coke. It's a gateway veg.
Yeah, I've had 18 years. Let me try something a little newer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Tastes like a ninth grader.
What was your joke about? What was your joke about grape juice?
Oh yeah,
You guys have a joke about that.
it was like
back in the day.
when I was a kid, I liked grape juice. Now as an adult, I like red wine. And when I was a kid, when I was 15, I liked 15-year-olds. Now I like adult women, but I still like grape juice. So it was saying how scary it is that your brain knows
I love it.
to not fuck kids, but it also still likes grape juice.
I remember the first time I heard that joke. I was downstairs at the cellar, and I was watching you with Nikki Glazer, and we both turned to each other, and we both went, great joke.
Wow.
It's fun when you're watching another comic, and two comics are both like smiling like, yes. you
Wow.
know?
See, that makes me feel better because that joke bombed for like a month, and then you told me you liked it, and I kept doing it. Only because of that.
Interesting.
Well, people hear the pedo stuff and they just kind of pull back, but I needed another comic to go, no, fuck those pussies, keep going.
It's weird to work out a joke with a little bite on it.
I know.
Because the second you get pushback, sometimes you're like, oh, I'm not only a bad comedian, I'm an asshole.
Exactly, exactly. That's why I think edgy or whatever you want to call it, dicey material is so fun to hear because you're like, wow, he made it work. The writing was good enough that he got through that. Because even an observational clean joke is rocky in the beginning, you know? So let alone some pedo or anal or whatever.
It is funny to say like pedo. I think pedo is a fun, like on Peep Show, they say pedo.
Pedo. It almost sounds nice. Pedo. Louis had this great bit about like if you fuck a 15-year-old and you fuck a 2-year-old, there's got to be a different word. You know? Like that's kind of shitty that... You know, this guy fucked a girl in his neighborhood who like wanted to have sex. Sure, it was illegal, but this guy's fucking a baby. They're the same thing. We gotta get some degrees.
Damn, that's fucking good.
That's dark.
Dark as hell, but it's funny.
But it goes to that Patrice point of like, you gotta let us try everything. You gotta let us play. You know?
Yeah,
because it's not all ready to go out of the gate.
That's the good thing though, is like when you go that hard, sometimes they'll be like, all right. I mean, they can tell. Sometimes when you. Almost worse than going really hard is going like not quite hard enough.
Yes.
And then they're just like, is he not kidding?
Yes, exactly. You got to lean in all
For the
the
record,
way.
it's a stand-up show. We're always kidding. But
yeah, of course.
But yeah, sometimes you don't go hard. Like that's the good thing about Jeselnik. He goes so fucking hard.
Right. And then they go, okay, this is obviously a joke. This is like ridiculous. But if you pull back a little, then they're like, it could be serious. Yeah, you're right.
You were in Miami on Sunday. Were you there all weekend?
All weekend. Did a Friday, Saturday, Sunday gig.
Miami Improv?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful club, amazing staff, great weekend, great night.
Damn, that's like a classic. Man, Miami is a city I've never done stand-up in.
It's not a great comedy town, but this club pulls it off. I mean, it's cocaine and fake tits and twerking and beach. You know, they don't want to hear our thoughts on, anxiety.
That's so true.
They really don't. Like, Dave Attell won't work there. He's like, fuck Miami, I skip it.
He did an Insomniac episode back in the day there. It was pretty funny. But
Oh,
I
yeah?
could see him hating Miami, dude.
Oh, he hates it because he's like a little troll, He doesn't want to go there, and he's wearing like all black and, boots and a hoodie and a Carhartt jacket. He can't go in the sun.
It's funny. I posted a picture today, and in my head, I'm like, this is like a cool PI shot, It's from like a tour poster. And I was like, make it look like the Maltese Falcon alternate poster to this guy, comedy artwork guy. And like 3 of the comments are like, why does he look like Nosferatu? I was like, fuck. It's because I'm so pale and I'm wearing a trench coat.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Attell once said to me on stage, he goes, Sam, you're a vampire. What do you think? He's so good he gets you on the way to getting you.
I know. He told my friend, Sean Murphy, he's like this tall, lanky.
I just did a show.
Yeah, great guy, funny guy. Check him out. He said, you look like a butler at a haunted house. And you're like, oh, that's so perfect.
Fuck.
That's like poetic.
A butler in a haunted house.
I mean, Butler's funny, haunted house is funny, and he combined it. I mean, he goes to some deep part of his brain that we haven't touched yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
That's pretty good. God damn. Miami, though, what were some highlights?
Well, I brought the lady. We did South Beach, which is just like bananas. There's no COVID down there. Everybody had butt implants. It was crazy.
Butt implants?
Yeah, and it was fun to watch because, they're all in bikinis. You could just stare. And I took photos and all that. But, like, it was just so Miami. You know when you go to a place and you're like, this is exactly what I was hoping it would be and more? It was that.
Butt implants.
Oh,
is that
huge.
Safe?
I don't know. I
just read about someone who died from butt implants, so they can't be that safe.
Well, it's like Johnson & Johnson. You lose a few, but, you keep going.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, great town. And South Beaches, whoo, it was very poppin'.
Yeah.
I know they just had a spring break. They had to, like, shut the city down. It wasn't even because of COVID. It was just like the spring break got too crazy.
Yeah, damn. Butt implants.
I know, it's weird to sit on your implants. Isn't that odd?
I mean, I have a joke book in my back pocket that throws me off. I can't imagine having fake.
I know.
A fake ass. I also think about, like, man, sometimes I'll see a porn star with, like, a giant fake ass and fake tits, and they're ripped. I'm like, how do you work out?
Right. I know. Yeah, there's an MMA lady with fake tits, and I'm like, doesn't that get in the way? And what if somebody hits that, it pops, now we got that whole thing?
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough out there, but the women, like, I was with my girl, and it's just so hard because all the women look like cartoon characters, like Jessica Rabbit with the tiny waist and the huge hips and the fake ass and the big jugs. It's like, I gotta look.
Yeah, you look like Lois in the Family Guy porn that you see on the internet where you're like, like, holy shit, I jerked off like a Marge Simpson version of this. This is crazy.
I thought I was the only one who jerked off to those. Who does that? But they're fun.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. There's a Seinfeld parody. There's like a Big Bang Theory. There's all of it.
It's weird to jerk off to stuff you like. Like, I like to keep, it's like separation of church and state.
Yeah.
Let's keep my shows out of my porn.
Yeah. I know. I'm guilty of it. Because we've all had the thought, like, oh, a lane or whatever. What if Kramer was plowing a lane, And then they do it for you. The imagination is gone.
Frasier porn.
Yeah. Oh, man, Niles. Huge.
Niles getting pegged. Oh, God. I got pegged by Roz.
And the dads in the Barker Lounge like, here we go again. Underrated show.
Great writing.
Shit, I had a thing on porn I wanted to bring up and I lost it.
Hit me.
I'm all foggy from the weekend. Just tons of booze in Miami and then sun all day. It's tough because you got the lady there, so you want to show her a good time. So we like to rest during the day, then bring it at night with the shows. I had to bring it all day and at night.
Oh, God, it must be so. I've never bring someone on the road. That must be so tough.
Tough.
I really value my I'm going to do nothing time.
That's the thing.
It's my escape. And then I look at my tour schedule. I'm like, do I need to be escaping this much?
Yeah.
I'm escaping a lot.
Right. I know.
But I do like it. I
love it.
I avoid anything because you can just get out of any commitment. Come to my wedding. I'm on tour.
I'm on the road. I'm working. I need money.
Yeah,
it's so true. But the girlfriends, they see, Miami, San Francisco, these are fun towns. I'm coming, and I'm like, all right.
She ain't coming with you to Dayton, Ohio.
No, God, no. I don't even want to go there. But then she does the wait. What time's the show? 7:00. Oh, then when are you done? Well, there's 2 shows. 2 shows? Like, get out of here, sister. This is how it goes.
Well, does she ever just stay in the hotel while you do the shows?
Sometimes, but she gets bored. She's very extroverted, whereas I'm very introverted. So we yin and yang.
She is, yeah.
But she's like, I'll just go. And I'm like, all right, but I don't want to hear any pouting in the green room. Because I'm like, I got to go sell shirts. She's like, you're selling shirts? I'm like, get out of here. This is how it goes.
What shirts? We got to get shirts for this podcast.
Oh, that's a good call.
We got to think of something cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, I know I looked at comments for like the first fucking time in forever because I wanted to see what you guys thought of the new theme song. I saw some love. I saw some hate. I don't know. I like it. What do you think?
I like it too, but people hate change. We talked about
people were hating on. You said people were hating on the other one.
They were hating on the old one. So I say you give them a month with it, and then we'll see if they still hate it.
We'll reevaluate if we have to. But that's the great Colin Smith who did both of those songs. He can shift his voice. He's incredible.
He's really good. I sent him a nice message. He was very thankful.
Great guy.
Great guy. Great talent. One time I saw him make out with a celebrity. I'm not going to say who.
Oh, same. I know.
Oh,
I think he did more than make out with her. If you know what I mean.
Well done, Kathy Bates.
Still got it.
Up. Black chick? right?
No, we're giving them clues.
I don't want to
now?
give it away. I'm just curious if it's the same celebrity.
Who knows?
Oh boy,
Who knows?
maybe Dominican.
He's a coxman.
Hard to tell.
Damn,
I had a porn point and I lost it. What was your early porn stuff? Were you a?
I think I was MILF from the get-go.
Oh wow!
And I think we've talked about this, but I'm not as into MILFs as I used to be because I'm getting older.
Yeah, they're peers.
And now it's like she's like just 4 years older than me.
Yeah,
it's like all right.
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
But I still am attracted to older women. I think.
Oh, same. Well, older women are fun because not only are they a little experienced and a little weathered, you know, they got some crow's feet, maybe a sag here and there.
I don't mind a sag.
I don't mind a sag. Yeah. But they're almost like dudes where they're like, I just got to get laid and get out of here. You know, there's no like, what are we?
Well, there's two. There's that, but there's also the like, I'm mad I'm not married right now.
Oh.
And I'm kind of like, you thought I was the guy?
Right.
I told you I'm going on tour for the whole, you know, it's kind of like.
No. Well, that's why divorcees the best because they're a little more realistic. They're like, I've done it once. He hit me in the face with a golf club. I'm out. I just want to get laid. And,
you banged Elon?
Tiger. But I just want to get laid every now and then, have a cocktail at a piano bar, and tend to my Malamute.
I really just like to be. It's tough. Here's this problem. I keep people around. But then I also don't want them there. You ever do that? Where you're like, I don't want silence.
Yes.
But I also need to not be talking to you right now. It's very hard for me. Like, I know I'm not writing enough right now. And what I'll do is I'll do a ton of shows to torture myself. Like I'm like, well, I'm not writing enough, so you have to say the same jokes over and over again, or you have to write a new fucking joke and riff a little bit. But it is getting painful. I got to turn on the heat a little bit. Yeah,
but if the ideas aren't there, sometimes that faucet is not going, and then sometimes you get this creative flood of jokes and ideas. So it's a natural thing. It's ups and downs, but that's good that you know yourself well enough that if you tell the same jokes, it'll force you to pump something out.
You know, it'd be really cool on this podcast if we got to a point where we had like a professional bartender in house.
Oh,
how cool would that be? Just like a dude in a bow tie who's just hanging back there.
Yeah. Can he be shirtless? Is that better or worse?
I think shirtless with suspenders and a bow tie.
I'm in.
That'd be badass.
Yeah. Patrice had that thing where he had a great joke. He's like, I don't want to be alone, but I want to be by myself.
Wow.
And you're like,
wow, he just said what I said in a much more beautiful way.
So true, though.
Wow.
Because, you want somebody in your life, but you don't want to talk to them, basically.
Yeah, I mean.
Which women will never understand.
Some do. Some really do, because I think some have the same thing. But I also just struggle to connect right now. I'm just not connected.
Yeah.
I think, like, the pandemic's played a role in it. I think,
Maybe you shouldn't be, though. If you're not feeling connected, I think that's normal.
Ride the wave of not being connected, yeah.
Yeah, unconnect for a while, then you'll be ready to connect.
What if this just turned into like a dark drinking podcast where I'm like, I'm just not fucking there, dude. I just get fucking sauced.
I'm so alone. Yeah.
Thank God you're not one of those drunks. I value my friends, because we all know those drunks who, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Man.
Oh, yeah. My gal, luckily, is the funnest drunk. She's smiley. Even if she's like woozy, she's like, "This is great. I love it here." And that's nice because I've dated the girls who just flip a switch.
It's almost more important than the sex.
What
almost.
What do you mean?
A good drunk?
Oh yeah, well,
to be dating a good drunk
for boozy guys like us.
Yeah.
What? You probably had girlfriends that didn't drink. Or not a lot.
I have, and I've also had ones where it's a problem.
Yeah.
I've also had ones where I'm like, oh shit, this is like, I'm pulling hair back. She's vomiting.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that turns them on. But yeah, I know what you mean. And then you're just fighting at 5 a.m. and then she wakes up at 11 and she's like, "Woo, what happened last night?" You're like, "What are you kidding? You told me I had a tiny dick and you fucked my brother and you're lesbian now." Yeah. That was the worst. Those were tough times. I had a gal who was such a bad drunk, I would debate. I was so poor and I was a young comic, but I would debate getting a hotel.
What?
Like if she went out drinking, I thought about getting a hotel. That's how terrifying she was as a drunk.
I remember I dated a girl and it was her birthday and we weren't dating that long. It was like we were only dating a few weeks and she got fucking lit up.
Yeah.
Like to the point that she started vomiting in the street and I was like, I've been with you like 3 weeks and I have to take care of you. Like this is a bad start.
Yeah, that's a flag.
That's a real flag.
Damn, that's tough. Did it last?
No, it was like 2 more weeks probably.
Yeah.
I can't believe I gave it 2 more weeks.
It sucks as a guy, though, because you can't really get out that easy. You know, I feel like if a guy is a crazy drunk, a girl can be like, I'm nervous around you. What if you hit me? But as a guy, you're like, I'm just sick of you puking. It doesn't sound as
You're right. It's just like they're not there. So if someone has a drinking problem, it's guy or girl. If someone has a real drinking problem, they don't know.
Right.
They just don't know how bad shit is. Remember when Hasselhoff went viral?
With the hamburger.
Yeah, and it's like, you're like, this is, by the way, it wasn't even that bad. He was just like drunkenly eating a hamburger, which like I've done way worse.
I did that Saturday. Yeah. You get the leftovers open. Yeah.
But for a former star who is like shirtless on a show, that is rock bottom.
Oh, completely.
You had carbs.
Yeah.
You're disgusting.
It's funny. Mel Gibson watches his meltdown. He's like, I would kill to be Hasselhoff. I would kill for that meltdown.
Well, yeah, you have to videotape him, I guess. It's just...
yeah. Pat O'Brien had a legendary one, too.
Oh, Access Hollywood?
Yeah.
What did he do again?
He just went off on everything, and he called his wife a cunt and all this shit, and it was wild. I mean, it was almost poetic how good with words he was.
Yeah, it's funny when people who are public speakers get lit up. I remember I did a gig. For... it was like a gig for the New York Rangers once, and it was like at Trump Golf Course. It was a weird gig.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got in the cab. I didn't know where I was going. I got in the car. That's how little I read itineraries. I'm like, where am I going? They're like Westchester. I'm like, all right. So I go on, and there's a pretty famous sportscaster there, and I say to him, he reeks of scotch.
Yeah.
Hammered. And I'm not gonna say who it was, but he was reeking of booze. And I said, I'm a big fan of your work. He said, why? I haven't seen your work, so my opinion of you remains to be seen.
Jesus.
And it was like it was so well, everything he said to me was so cutting, but he was clearly shithouse wasted.
Right, but he's still eloquent.
Yeah, that was a bad gig. Oh my god, I bombed hard, dude.
Yeah,
I bombed for just like Rangers legends. It sucked.
Damn.
And then Adam Graves came up to me, who was one of my favorite players growing up. I loved that Rangers team with like Adam Graves and Messier and all those guys. And Adam Graves walks up to me and he was just searching for something positive to say, but he couldn't find it. And he goes, "I love humor." That's all he could give me. I love humor.
Oh,
it was
man.
brutal.
Did you take his shirt over his head and start wailing on him? Man, that's tough. Yeah, so many bad gigs. So many. I didn't know you were a Rangers guy. I didn't know you were a hockey guy.
I was a bigger fan when I was a kid. Now it's like I'm just too into basketball that I can't. And that's like, how much can I be into at this point?
Exactly.
If there's like a big, I have friends who are big fans. So if they're like, you got to watch this game with me, I'll watch it. But I mean, I'm so into the NBA. I like to watch movies. I like to do stand up. I like to do other stuff.
We got a lot of interests. What's up with the Islanders? I feel like they're kind of the black sheep of New York hockey.
Yeah, it was weird. I think they're good now. I don't know. I don't know enough about hockey, honestly. I think, but I never got.
You never hear about them. It's always Rangers.
Harry, they're good now, though, aren't they?
Even the Devils you hear about.
I'm not a hockey guy.
No, the Devils were killers.
Yeah,
I mean, they were. Brodeur was a fucking killer. Yeah, I loved hockey growing up because, I mean, the Rangers were awesome. They had Messier. I mean, that was like the most crazy. That would have been the best sports year in New York history. Rangers and Knicks winning, and the Knicks lost in Game 7, but the Rangers were down, and Mark Messier, the captain, said, "I guarantee a win," and they won.
Wow,
it was pretty badass to just guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's some fucking hardcore shit.
And they won.
Right there. And they won.
Man, that's crazy.
That team was badass for sure.
A friend of mine banged a New York Ranger.
Whoa.
I'm not going to say what friend or what Ranger, but she said biggest dong she's ever seen in her life. Yeah.
Hockey players are the nicest people.
They're nice. They're tough. I like hockey players. They seem more normal. I don't know. I feel like if I met, I don't know, Brett Favre, he'd be kind of a cunt to me. But I feel like a hockey guy I could go drinking with.
Yeah, probably.
Although Brett Favre was in Something About Mary, which is pretty cool.
Dude, what a cameo.
What a cameo. What a movie.
Brett Favre?
Yes. They don't make comedies like that anymore.
I mean, that was politically incorrect then. But you know what? I rewatched it recently. It holds up.
Oh, still great.
Matt Dillon, dude.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon steals a movie.
I mean, when he gets
Everyone's
up,
great in it, though,
his
but
pants are undone. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, these mongoloids.
They're changing their image.
Yeah. This guy had a drive-in theater for a forehead. I mean,
that scene, dude. I was howling. I showed that movie to someone who was like, "What?
When
like,
he's
how is this
tackling
made?"
the retarded people. Oh man, that was amazing.
Yeah, Matt Dillon was gold. Lee Evans, dude.
Oh, you two should be kissing my hairy fucking beanbag. Man, that was great. Chris Elliott, Harlan Williams,
Mary. I love her, man.
Yeah. You ever
Great.
had a white head on your eyeball? I know that movie like the back of my ass.
That's one of my favorite. Is that your favorite Farrelly Brothers?
Oh yeah.
Over,
by far.
you take it over Dumb and Dumber. And
I
Kingpin?
do. I just
Me
like
too.
it better. Dumb and Dumber's great, but it's way sillier. This is just jokes.
I love Dumb and Dumber's amazing.
I mean, Dumb and Dumber's it's a symphony. It's a masterpiece. But
People that don't find that funny, I feel bad for them. I've shown that movie to people who don't get it, and they're just like, I don't.
What?
I've multiple people. They're like, yeah, it's not for me.
they think that's some elitist bullshit. Like, oh, this is beneath me. This is slapstick shit. I'm like, no, this is brilliant. This is like beyond. This is comedy concentrated.
Jeff Daniels didn't really do that many comedies, but he's so good in it.
So good. He killed
He was
it.
in no comedies really.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Pretty ballsy to go up against that force of Jim Carrey too, and he held his own.
He didn't even go up. They were just like I think sometimes when you get a guy that good in his prime,
Yeah.
you almost he just makes you look better because Carrey.
That's true.
They were both so fucking perfect. In
So
that movie.
good. So good.
And
But
she was so hot. What was her name?
oh,
again?
Lauren Holly.
Holy shit!
Woo-wee. Woo, whatever happened to her?
I don't know. She was
was
one fine piece of ace.
quite the redhead. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was really hot.
But why do these dramatic queefs, these Jeff Daniels, who's great, but I think Jim Carrey might be more talented because I think comedy's harder.
Yeah, they're both great. I think like, Jeff Daniels is such a good dramatic actor. He's amazing in that. I mean, just to show they both have those gears. Like Jim Carrey, he's a good dramatic actor too.
That's true. But as Seinfeld once said, Greg Kinnear used to do stand-up comedy, then he went into acting and won an Oscar. But he quit comedy.
Damn.
Which says a lot. Will Ferrell can't do stand-up, but he's a brilliant comedic actor.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah, stand-up's hard.
He was good though, I heard.
He was pretty good. Yeah, I saw a YouTube thing. He was funny. Very likable.
Yeah, likability.
Goes a long way. For some reason it goes too long. See, I'm not likable, so I have to really win with zings.
Shut the fuck up. You're not likable.
You get me, but grandma,
You're not likable when you're like doing a pedophile joke in Toledo. What are you talking about? And by the way, I shit on Dayton earlier. I actually like Dayton, Ohio. I should have said Toledo. Toledo sucks.
Sucks.
Dayton is actually kind of cool.
Next month. Yeah.
You in Toledo next month?
Oh, yeah.
Funny Bone?
I'm taking all the tough spots. I'm doing Syracuse again. I'm doing Toledo. I'm doing a bunch of bad ones.
I'll lend you a razor blade.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. I just want to get my set. I feel like you got to run it through the mud a little bit because it's doing well as a 45-minute chunk, but you got to see what's too cool for school, too smart for the room, whatever it is.
You're smart and you're brave. I mean, look, I just got an Albany offer and I was thinking about it. I don't know.
I'm doing Albany too. You're not going to do it?
I'm filling up here. I'm filling up and I kind of just have to make choices. I want to make sure I can hit like cities like Chicago and SF and San Diego this year. And if I take every city, I can't hit, cities I really want to hit. But,
that's true. But
I do. Yeah, I do want to hit Albany, but I think I'll just sell better than those other cities, So we are brought to you by Manscaped, the best in below-the-belt grooming, precision tools for your family jewels. Don't use the same trimmer that you use to shave your face as your balls. I've done it. It tastes terrible. Get Manscaped. They're simply obsessed with keeping your balls safe and clean. Manscaped trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. That's 4 million balls, unless some of them have had testicular cancer. I don't know. Manscaped's trusted by a lot of men, guys, and we have an exclusive offer for our listeners, 20% off and free shipping with this code DRUNK at manscaped.com. Riff Oh, riff on manscaping. Sorry, I'm drunk.
We've been drinking. We might be drunk.
You got to get the perfect package. Manscaped hooks you up with a bunch of tools and formula. They do have a lot of cool stuff. They give you the trimmers. They give you the ball toner. They give you it makes your balls smell better. It's nice.
The wipes.
The wipes, and the lawnmower. This is their third generation trimmer. I've used it. It makes your balls look nice and neat.
Yes.
Makes your dick look bigger, too.
You got that right.
Has a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also comes with an LED light and a more precise shave. And is waterproof. Shave in the shower. Mark, tell them about the rest, man.
I love Manscaped. You got to do it. I throw the lawnmower in on my suitcase on the road. I just keep it in there. The battery lasts forever. It's a great trimmer. It's perfect. It's lightweight. It's easy. Join the Scissor Bros family with Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with code DRUNK at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code DRUNK. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Make your dong look bigger, trim the hedges, get after it, folks. I use it on my face, too.
Manscaped.com, 20% off with free shipping. Manscaped.com and use the code DRUNK. Unlock your confidence, guys. Get in there.
Mm-hmm. Here, here. All right, give me the top 5 cities.
For touring?
For you. I'm talking your favorite city, club, a whole amalgam.
This is tough.
It's tough.
All right, I got to put Chicago in there.
Love Chicago.
Chicago, the crowds are awesome. You know what? They combine like blue collar, but also with like city life, which I kind of like. So it's Midwest, but they're city people. I love that. I love going to SF. I know they fucked up the homeless situation.
Yeah.
They've really, it is fucking weird. You see like a dude with like a white guy with a shaved head flying on a hoverboard, and then there's a homeless guy, and you're like, you guys should have equalized this somehow.
Right. It's complete extremes. It's shitting on the sidewalk and then Elon Musk, you know?
Like, is that Jean-Luc Picard and a fucking hobo? What the hell? Yeah, it's rough. I like those two cities for sure. It's tough not to say Philly and Boston too.
Yeah, I love Philly. I love Boston too, but Philly, something about that city.
Well, that club Helium is magic.
Great club.
It's magical. I talked to him today. It's a great club.
Grossman?
Yeah. But how can I not say Comedy on State? Madison, Wisconsin, man.
The only thing I'll say about Madison, great, probably one of the top 3 clubs in the country. Check it out if you live there. I wouldn't call it a city. That's more of a town to me. I know it's the capital, but
it's small. But they got that big ass farmers market. They got that Veterans Museum. It's kind of special.
That's true.
Also, I will say I would love to say Denver, but I've gotten so little love from that club there.
Really?
I've been there once, and I was in the suburbs. I think it's one of the best clubs ever, and
Great
I want to
club.
play. I'd love to play there more, but like I haven't been there enough. Whereas like. Yeah, those might be my. I always had a great time in DC.
Ooh,
big cities pack it out, and then there's some like weird small cities that I just happen to love.
Yeah,
like all right, you can't say Bloomington Comedy Attic isn't like a fucking great club.
Great club and
in
cute
Indy.
town.
Yeah, cute college town, University of Indiana.
You ever done the La Jolla Comedy Store?
Magic, dude.
Magic. And that is, it's like that town seems fake. It's right on the water.
San Diego rules. Yeah, I got to put them in there too. San Diego fucks.
Yeah. They really do.
They're a great city.
Great city.
It's starting to hit me now.
It's like LA weather without the pretension, without the bullshit, without the Hollywood actor cunts. It's just great people and the sunshine and the blondes. It's got everything. They party too.
Well said. Yeah, it's LA without showbiz talk 24/7.
Yes. And there's no producers in San Diego.
Man, it's a great city though.
And that club's got so much history. Like it's Letterman on the wall and Robin Williams and all these, fucking Leno. It's just, oh man, those walls shake.
What? Well, give me yours.
Well, I mean, you covered all the good ones. Let me try to think of some off the beaten
Austin
path.
Is awesome. Austin, Texas is awesome.
Just did Austin. We did the Paramount. It was one of the highlights.
That's insane that you did that, by the way.
Well, it's a capacity thing, by the way.
But take the fucking W, man.
I'll take a dub. But yeah, that Austin I love. Austin's magical. But Austin's like hack now to say because it's, everybody's moving there.
Everyone moved there. Yeah, but I've had great times there.
I like Houston too.
Yeah, Houston's amazing.
I've
only
great.
been there once, so I did one night there. So I mean, I had a great time, but I opened for Aziz in like a fucking arena.
Wow.
It was like 9,000 people or something. It was huge.
You know, it's an underrated club, and I don't know. I hope we're not getting too inside.
We'll get
baseball.
out. We'll do peeves
okay.
in a minute.
All right,
we'll do peeves
good
in a
idea.
minute. Stick around if we're too nerdy for you motherfuckers.
Last club I want to give a shout out to, because you named probably the best ones, but I got to say Royal Oak is a sleeper.
I'm there in August. I go there every year. I love, first off, Royal Oak, Michigan, beautiful suburb. It really is, dude. It's 30 minutes outside Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, there's like all these like indie movie theaters there, like where they play. Last time I was there, they're playing like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, that's great.
Love it. Yeah, they're good people at the club. I can't wait to go back. Always love it. And another quick shout out, Blue Room.
Oh, wow.
In the Ozarks. It's in
Columbia, Missouri, I think.
It's not Columbia.
Columbus?
I did a club in Columbia, Missouri once, and holy shit, they paid me shit. I fucking had to fight every show. It's not there anymore. It was like a club on top, a fucking dance club on the other floor, and I think my opener was, "What do you do in the basement? My taxes?" You know?
Wait, this isn't Grand Rapids, is it?
No, this is Columbia, Missouri.
I've never done this
that's
one.
the Bob. I've been there too. Of course, I've been in the Grand Rapids, but they've got the best coffee in the country at
Madcap.
Madcap. Best shout out to our boy Phil Hanley's. He would send me Madcap coffee, and he got me a great mug from there. I use it every day.
What
he
a
knows
guy.
the best coffee in the country.
Great coffee. Great setup over there. Also, I got to shout out Salt Lake City.
Oh, dude, I'm there
club.
next month. I can't wait. That's a fucking great room.
Great room. Keith, you're the man. Great
Hot
town.
chicks and those Mormon chicks.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Every guy there looks like an out-of-work MMA fighter. They're all ripped. They're covered in tats because they're sober. So they just work out and do caffeine.
Same with Sacramento. I'm like, is this dude going to put me in a rear naked choke? I'm doing a fucking meet and greet.
I know. Yeah, every guy looks like an MMA and every chick looks like a retired porn star. You know, they're all popped up with the lips and everything. It's weird. Whenever people are sober, they always have to go hard into some other thing. You know, they have to go into working out or
it's an addict.
It's an addict, yeah. That's why, level yourself out with a little cocktail.
Was that your third? Anyway, yeah, great club. Give me a peeve, dude.
All right, I got a couple of hot ones here.
Oh, I like a hot peeve.
All right. Okay, I had this one in Miami, and it fucking drove me up the wall. Out at a restaurant, nice place, with the lady. We do all the whole thing, the drinks, the food, the entree, everything's great. Then the waitress comes up, and I go, "Can I get the check?" She goes, "Sure." Pulls out the weird, those new kind of swipey things that's handheld.
So you have to do it in front of her.
Got to do it in front of her, and I go, "You know what? I've been selling merch all weekend, so I got this big fucking Miami Cuban wad of cash in my pocket that I got to get rid of. It's burning a hole in my ass." So I go, "Oh, let me just pay cash. What's the bill?" Okay, the bill was $50. So you do the math. Okay, 20% is $10. So I go, all right, I'll just give her 3 20s, $60. And she's just waiting there. And I was like, "What's the bill?" She goes, "It's 50. She shows me the screen. And I go, "Okay, I'll pay in cash." She goes, "Great." And she just stands there. I don't want you watching me tip you. It's very awkward. Then I put 3 20s down, and she took it and left. I was like, no watching.
I think if you're a good tipper, this isn't the problem.
I know, but I don't like the idea of it because now I'm forced to tip. I mean, I was going to anyway, but it's just like...
But you always tip.
I know, but I don't like the stare down. It's very aggressive. Like... when you print out the thing, you got to tip in front of them. They're just waiting. I'm like,
this is one of your first peeves. I'm not sure if I'm on board with.
I don't like the stare. Get
I'm
out
on board
here.
with all your peeves.
The tipping is very personal. It's very intimate.
This isn't the good, the bad, and the ugly here. This is...
I don't like it. Get out of here, sister. Let me tip on my own time. If I want to leave a loogie or a phone number or whatever it is, a condom, this is my time to tip. It's intimate. It's vulnerable.
Right.
I don't care for it because now it's forced. It's very forced. I don't like forced.
Huh.
Even when my girl's like, "I look good today, don't you think?" I'm like, whoa. You can't just force a compliment. I don't want anything. I want to compliment you when I believe it and see it. Don't push it. Can't stand the stand by me with the tip. Don't watch me tip.
I feel like a lot of tips are standby tips, though. If you're at like a coffee shop and you tip, or is it because that's a volunteer tip or what?
Well, that's different. Yeah, that's a bucket or a jar.
How about a taxi cab? That's they know how much you tip.
Yeah, that's true. But at least I got the partition. He's looking the other way. I can kind of dilly-dally down here. This is just a lady staring at me, watching me count money. Hate it. It makes me want to tip less.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't know if I'm on board with this one. I totally get it, but I also just like, you probably tip well everywhere, so I don't think, she's probably just like, thank you, right?
I'm a solid tipper, yeah, but I don't, it feels very like, I'm going to watch and see how you do. Like, well,
oh, okay. Now I hear a little bit tip intimidation.
Tip intimidation, and she can shame me to my face. Which, look, I'm a solid tipper, but I don't like the implication.
If someone's, I'm spineless, so I feel like even if they're bad, I usually give a pretty good tip.
Same way.
So, there are times. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm fine with this. I'm okay. I'm okay with the standby tipping.
All right, I don't care for it.
I hear you. I got a hard one for you.
All right, hit me.
Go to get an egg sandwich at my corner store almost every day, to the point that where the guy goes, the usual, and I say, yeah, and it's a good feeling.
Love the usual.
A toast to the usual, by the way.
Yeah, here.
To a sandwich place where they say, he goes the usual amigo, and it feels like, I feel warmth in my heart.
I like it. He makes it ethnic.
Yeah, well, he is ethnic. But he also says, the usual, my friend. It's a nice feeling. So
yes.
I get the familiarity. I get the sandwich made the same way I want every day. I get it every day. And here's what happened today. I go in there. I get cut off by a guy. I beat him there, but he kind of cut me off.
Oh, I don't like that.
And it's not just, it's like a grocery store, but they do sandwiches.
Yeah.
But I go there every day.
Uh-huh.
And he cuts me off, so I'm a little annoyed. But I'm like, maybe he's just shopping for groceries. He cuts me in line for the sandwich.
Ah, not the usual.
He didn't. No, yeah,
okay.
That's the usual. He didn't order the usual.
Okay.
But what he did was he goes in front of me, cuts me off, and then takes his time. He doesn't know what he wants.
Oh, that's a problem.
You wanted to win so badly, you forgot the rules of the game.
Yes, exactly. Good point.
That
you better be ready.
Nuts.
If you're cutting, you got to be ready.
If you're cutting, I'm annoyed, but be fucking ready.
Yeah, that's what, you know what that's like. And this is an inside again, but when you go to a show and a guy goes, I got to get out of here. Can I go on early? And you go, okay, sure. And then they go on and they hang out.
I hate that.
You lied.
The hang.
It's a bullshit move.
When they're like, I got to go first, and then.
Yep. Have some respect and at least hide outside, smoke a cigarette, but don't just say you got to go and then hang out all night.
I hate that.
I got another peeve, and this one maybe I'll redeem myself, but I stand by the check thing.
I've never not been on board with them. Your peeves I relate to.
I appreciate it.
You got me a little bit with the tip intimidation. The idea that like she's there.
Of course it's intimidation.
Yeah.
I used to move furniture, and I always hated when the people whose furniture you were moving watched you.
Oh, I did it a couple times. I don't have the frame. I just like, I'm too lanky. I don't use my body right.
I can see that. Got to lift legs.
I don't use I'm too light for my frame.
I see.
I need to put some poundage on it.
What do you think? Don't tell me. 185?
Yeah, about.
All right.
But I'm 6'3", so.
Yeah, that's tall. I should
be like 195 probably.
Nah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're lean.
God is good.
Yes, praise Allah. But, okay, so driving all over Miami, I don't know where I'm going. I got a rental car, and the lady, the trade-off is I drive, you navigate. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
All right. So she is younger than me. She's another Gen Z or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So she's texting all day. So I'm like, okay, what's the next move? And she's like, oh, hold on, let me pull the app back up. I'm like, I shouldn't have to ask. Every time I'm like, what's next? So we take a right here. Jesus, thank God I asked. The right's right there. Well, all right, what's next? All right, in 2 miles, you take a left. Where? Hold on, let me check again. I'm like, this is brutal. I shouldn't be bothering you to get the directions. So that was a pet peeve.
That's rough because you guys are a couple. You're supposed to be a team. I'm all in on this one.
She couldn't stop texting long enough to keep going with the. So I had to be like, where now? That we missed a few exits? I mean, it was a nightmare.
That's not fair because you're doing, you're not texting.
Right. I'm driving. I was drinking. But, it was.
You were blowing lines
brutal.
off the dashboard. But other than that. No, that is. I'm with you on that one for sure.
Well, also it took us like an extra 15 minutes because I was like, oh, now I got to get back off the highway, then back on the other way. Like we missed a bunch of exits. It was a nightmare. So just stick to the plan and keep keep reading the GPS.
I'm a terrible driver, so I try to be a good front seat passenger. That's my trade-off. I know I can't drive. I'll come in hot with some good mixes. I'll give you any type of mix too. I'll fucking go old school, Bobby Darin, Louis Armstrong. I'll go with some, feel good, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Bring it on.
Fucking, you make me feel like dancing. I'll put on fun music. I'll go low key for the end of the night. Little Leonard Cohen. Maybe you need some energy. Let's put on something crazy. Let's put on, rap, whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. I'll have a good time. But
I appreciate that.
I fell asleep only once in a car, twice with a comic. But I've been doing this a long time. That's like 15 years. That's pretty good.
I don't mind the sleeping as long as I know where I'm going. But if I need you to navigate, I kind of need you.
No, I try to be a team player here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even, look, text away. I don't give a shit. But like, come on. I shouldn't be asking you.
Maybe once. It was once, I think.
All right. You're fine. I heard about that, by the way.
It was Shafi?
Oh, no. I made it up. I never heard about it. But we got the name out of you. But yeah. Shafi. Come on, he's young.
He was young, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was for like 3 minutes. I just passed out for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I think I had another peeve. Ooh, I got you one.
Good for you for being a team player. I don't want to do any of the radio. I'm not a radio guy. It's too much pressure.
Really?
So anybody who wants to do the radio, it's the same with a guy who wants to grill. I'll grill. I'm like, great, grill.
It does hurt when they hate your taste.
Well, that sucks.
That does feel like a personal attack.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you put like work and thought into a mix, and they're like, "Oh, can you change it?" You're like, "Yeah, I only spent 2 hours on it. No big deal."
Are you showing up with a CD?
No, but I do Spotify lists, and I have mixes ready to go.
I forgot about
because we do the road a lot, and I want to make sure we have good music ready to go.
Nice, that's very thoughtful.
I'll do jazz. I like jazz because that way we can have a conversation.
Yes.
But if we don't talk, it's not weird.
Exactly.
I like a little jazz, a little up tempo.
Yes, good call.
You know what? Maybe that's my rec this week. I got a good rec. Jazz. If you don't listen to Oscar Peterson, maybe my favorite pianist ever, man.
Really?
Incredible, yeah.
I don't know Oscar.
Oh, you love it. Yeah,
right.
it's great. Oscar Peterson. Yeah, that's my rec for this week.
All right.
Anything. Just put him in a Spotify. One of the best ever. So we haven't done a lot of music on here for
Good
recs.
point.
You did 1 week.
Dr. Dog, yeah.
But yeah, Oscar Peterson, guaranteed you will like it. If you like jazz at all.
All right, I'll throw out Dave Brubeck.
Okay, I don't know Dave Brubeck.
He's a great, the 60s jazz guy. Killer. Take 5 is one of his best songs. Check it out.
I'm going to check it out on the way home. You want to do a couple emails?
Yeah, hit me, Harry.
What should we do?
Remember, it's We Might Be Drunk Pod
I got some up here, too.
At gmail.com.
What should we do, a peeve, a rec? What do you want?
Give me a peeve. I'm in a peevy mood.
All right, we got a drink. Should we do a drinking peeve or just a regular peeve?
Either one. Maybe a regular.
Right, this from Brian. All right. Hey, guys. Saw Mark in Boston a few years back. Looking forward to seeing Sam's when things open up. I'll be in Boston in September. Can't wait.
Thank you. Beantown. Love Beantown.
I really do love performing in Boston. I love Laugh Boston. Peeve, saying right as a conversational tick at the wrong time.
Oh,
interesting. Funny.
Interesting.
It should be used when there's an assumption of agreement, like when you're pointing out something obvious, right? Not when you're telling someone new information. That destroys the meaning of the word. Very, very annoying. Yeah, you're like you're a literal person here. So.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. Totally.
Right.
Sometimes they'll just say it. You're like, man, my mom's a cunt, right? Like, yeah, you weren't even listening.
You're not supposed to agree with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
We got a ton of peeves. Jesus.
All right, give me a peeve.
Hey, gents, always enjoy a good rant, so maybe I can provide a few here. This is from Jeremy Weil. When you are at a restaurant and someone you are with asks, "What's good here?" What do you expect the waiter to say? Better yet, the person then ends up just ordering a salad or something that the waiter does not even recommend. Also, we have the internet at our fingertips. Look up the fucking menu, bitch.
That's a fair one. I think that's a fair peeve. I definitely... It's annoying, too. Like, I've seen people do that where they're like, what's good here? And then they just go with the exact opposite.
Yeah,
because like sometimes maybe they're trying to be healthy and they're just like, "What's good here?" The fried macaroni and cheese rice balls, and they're like, "I'll have a Niçoise salad." You're like, "Why do you do that then?"
Yes, I've done it. I'm guilty of it.
We've all done it. No one's not done it.
We've done it because you want them to kind of say one thing that you're looking at.
Well, sometimes it's not crazy because sometimes a place is known for something.
True.
But it's still kind of like, just fucking get what you want.
Right. Well, one trick, you ever heard of the law of averages?
Well, give me an example.
Well, one trick is you go, what's the most popular thing ordered? And they go, the salmon. And you go, I'll have that. And then you go, why do you get the popular thing? And they go, because if enough people have tried it, hated it, liked it, and kept getting it, that means it's probably the best thing.
Also, well, yeah, but also could just be a generic thing too. Like, but what if they? Yeah, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the of that question, but I do think we've all done it.
We've all done it because you get scared. You go, well, what do you have? And you're like, what do you like here? You kind of throw it on them, so it gives you more time. And then you go, I'm going to get the cheeseburger. And they go, get the steak. And you go, cheeseburger.
Every place is like, we're known for our burger. You're like, every place is known for their burger.
Yeah.
What place isn't known for a burger? It's a burger.
It's a burger.
If you've got a shitty burger, stop serving it.
Right. Now, this is where I'll lose you again. I don't get the big burger craze.
You didn't lose me.
Okay.
You didn't lose me. If it's a great burger place, if I'm going to Minetta Lane in the Village, I'm getting a burger.
Get the burger.
If I'm going to Paul's Burger, I'll get a burger. Burger's not my go-to order.
No, me too. A lot of guys get the burger. I think it's a little cheaper, and they're not taking a risk. It's a burger with fries. You can't really go wrong. But I don't know. Like,
we perform every night. It's hard to eat when you're that full.
Oh, well, that too.
It makes you feel very heavy.
That too, yeah.
Like, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting linguine with clam sauce before I go on. Like,
right.
There's a reason you get certain things. I love a burger, but I try to go a little lighter on show nights. End of the night, I'll go a little heavier.
Yeah, same. But the burger's just too plain for me. I need a little. I'm from New Orleans. I want some spice. I want some diversity on the plate. I like a veggie, a noodle, a meat, a fruit, something.
How about, why can't you do like pepper jack cheese, some like maybe like a spicy mayo? Maybe you mix it up a little bit. What's your go-to order when you're being good and when you're like, I want to treat myself a little bit?
Ooh, I'm a big comfort food douche. I love like soul food and chicken fried steak and meatloaf and
chicken
pot
fried.
roast.
You are fucking New Orleans.
I
That's
love
amazing.
that shit. I can eat that shit all day long. I mean, it's horrible for you and it's salty, but man,
it is fucking good.
I mean, a good pot roast. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I like the guy who wasn't satisfied with steak. He's like, we got to take it to another level. We need a fry steak.
Yes. Well, I'm a big soup douche. Where do you stand on soup?
I love soup, but no one loves soup as much as you. You are
soup.
There's that place across from the cellar. I got a crab bisque the other night. It was pretty good.
Ooh.
I love a good, dude, if it's a good soup, I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
I love a good soup. Borscht is my favorite soup.
Borscht is great, but the cellar has hot borscht, which is rare.
You like cold borscht?
No, I like hot, but I feel like everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, give me the borscht. Isn't it cold?
They do both.
Veselka,
if you're in New York City and haven't eaten there, support, man. One of the best Ukrainian diner in the East Village. 24 hours before this. Hopefully they get back to it.
I know.
One of the best fucking spots.
By the way, Ukrainian is the most underrated food. Everybody talks about Italian and French and Mexican and whatever, but Ukrainian, it's like the pierogies and the dumplings and the meats. It's so good.
Kasha, stuffed cabbage.
Oh, the cabbage.
You just feel like everything was made by like an old woman with heavy tits.
Yes,
Yeah.
a grizzled old lady who's just worked on a field and got beat by her husband, just in a weird apron and, huge cans. Oh, there's another one from Jeremy. When you're on an email text chain with people and they ask a dumb question that could have been answered if they just took 2 seconds to scroll up. Interesting. This guy's all about efficiency and, finding out shit yourself.
I don't get in a lot of like work email things, but I am on text threads. And sometimes you get on one and one person is like nonstop and you're kind of like, all right, dude.
Hey, you can tell he's just doing it to like just interact. He wants to keep it going. You're like, come on, man.
I'm a big fan. I just like one-on-one so much. I'm down for like a small hang, but like as you get older, I was thinking about remember when you're young and whoever's the party is kind of like you have to invite everyone or you're an asshole. Like, you're either inviting everyone or you're ignoring a bunch of people. They're calling you ignore. And then you get older, and it's like because there's not a lot of places to drink when you're young.
Sure.
So if there's a place to drink and it's good, literally everyone finds out about it.
Yeah.
Bobby's texting me. Can Bobby come?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Bobby can go. Then it turns into like 400 people on one little fucking roof.
That's how it goes.
But then you're older, and it's like small. It's just better. Older,
It's better. It really 30s are great, man. People like the
great.
20s, and I miss my college years. Like, nah, 30s is the way. I mean, 40, I'm sure is hell because that's kids and stuff. But 30s is the best decade.
I'm loving it, man.
Loving it. You're an adult, but you're still young. And you still get it up. You're not too fat yet. You got some hair still, and you know how to fuck now, and you know how to drink. Way better.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here, though.
Oh, we're going to hell in a handbasket.
But yeah, that's fair. Should we do another peeve?
Yeah.
I like for some reason I like the peeves. Peeves have kind of
They're very relatable.
We should do Rex too, though.
I had a nightmare the other day that I had an office job.
Yeah, what job was it? I had a nightmare last night too. Actually,
it was clerical. Just like I was typing and I was wearing a tie and I was in a cubicle and I was like, oh man, I hate this job. And they were like, where's the files? Where's the files? Like, and I was like, this is my nightmare. And it brought me back because I've done all those jobs. You ever like have a job?
It was all like part-time shit.
Yeah. Nightmare.
Yeah. I never did like a real 9-to-5 office job.
Isn't that, I mean, we take for granted, like obviously we know we're lucky and comedy's awesome, but the idea of a boss saying like, you gotta stay a couple extra hours tonight, like, oh my God, I can't even fathom it anymore.
I'm fucking grateful every day, man. I love what we do. Like I do even when I have a bad night, I'm like, oh, I love stand up so much.
Yeah.
Like, this last year's been hell. Like it really has been. Like it's been hell. I missed it so much. Like I was doing fucking rooftops every night, man. I was like, I can't. It felt like going back in time. It felt like it was weird because I had like when I started, I didn't have people that would come out and see me. So, there was that. But now I was kind of like, well, people were willing to come see me places.
Yeah.
But they were shitty places.
Right.
So I'm kind of like, I get them on roofs and wherever we'd go. But
you know what's cool about what you did? You put out the rooftop special, and people came and saw you a lot. You had a lot of roofs and a lot of sets. And they get to watch that YouTube and go, we saw this guy. That was my roof. That's pretty cool.
I'm filming something at the cellar right now. Just like I like capturing this moment in time. There's something very special. Like the first night I went back and did stand up, Seinfeld had like tears in his eyes when he got off stage. There's something heavy about comedy coming back and just everything coming back. Like I feel for Broadway actors. I feel for people who lost everything. Restaurant people, that's their dream. That's their job. I totally can't imagine. So I think of those roofs too, and I'm like, man, it was. I look back and I was with Salacuse, our boy, who gets more name drops in this podcast than fucking anyone.
Yeah,
I love it.
All right, Sally.
But we were shooting something the other night, and someone like came up and with his friend on FaceTime, and he's like, I love the rooftop special so much. I'm like, this dude directed it right here. And that's like a cool moment that he knows that he made something cool like it. So I hope, I don't take any of this shit for granted. Even when we have a bad cellar night or, there's someone chatting in the crowd like there was tonight and you're getting heckled. I'm like, oh, this is the best shit ever.
It's the best shit ever. And I like the ancillary stuff too. I like the hotel. I like the road. I like...
You like the road. I kind of do too.
I love the road.
Is that weird of us to like it?
Probably. We're probably fucked up and we need an escape and we need to be kind of... I like variety. I want to be in Denver one day and then Phoenix the next.
We both push it away though.
Yes, we do. We do.
That's why we like it, because the road is like... It's like all
temporary.
It's temporary, but it's also like all my shit. Let me just put it over here for a second.
Yeah.
It's like cleaning your apartment, but you don't really clean it. You just grab everything and throw it in the closet.
Throw it in the closet. Yes, that's so true. I'm coming out of the closet finally. But it's so true. I got to go to Denver. And then you're in Denver. You're like, I got to leave. I love that. I love getting in and getting out. You get a taste of it. It's like dating a girl for 3 days. It's perfect. None of the fights come up yet.
Before they realize I'm in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Like you're in Denver. You're like, oh, I don't have bills here yet. I don't have to buy an apartment. I don't have to get a job. You're just in and out. I love that.
I do. I remember hearing Jon Stewart once on NPR. He was doing Terry Gross, and he said, like, I feel like a cowboy. Like we just go city to city. And I was like, man, I love the way like great comics just romanticize what we do.
Yeah. Also, Jews are dying to be cowboys.
We're dying, dude.
Yeah. It's true.
What is it? Why do we want to be cowboys so badly?
I think because it's such a Gentile-y thing.
Closest we got was Dustin Hoffman, Midnight Cowboy. He died pretty awfully, so that was...
That's true. But yeah, somebody described to me as paratroopers. Like I remember one time, this is probably 3 years ago, I'm texting with you, I'm texting with List, I'm texting with Mackie, all in the same day, and you're like, I'm in Albany, Mackie's like, I'm in Phoenix, Joe's like, I'm in Seattle, and I'm like, man, I'm in Akron, Ohio, and we're all just trying to get laughs, and then we're going to leave. It's such a cool thing. They need comedy here. They need jokes. They need a laugh here. Let's go.
Fucking love it, man.
Love it. There's a comic on a plane at all times, in the country.
It is hilarious when you're just sitting there and a comic just sits right next to you on a flight, and you're like, here we go.
Yeah, there's a weird bond. You see a comic in the airport, you're like, hey, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to fucking Tampa. You're like, I'm going to Atlanta. Oh, that's a good club. You got the whole thing,
Yeah.
You got a bond there.
I love it, man. Those mornings, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I need to build a new act, so.
Same. And isn't it weird, these comics who didn't do anything in the pandemic? I'm not saying you should go out and try to do shows because there weren't really shows, but like, you got to do something. We started a podcast. You did the roof thing. I'm doing crazy
I know you
sketches.
got a new fucking hour, too.
Well,
fuck you. I know you have a new hour.
15 of it is COVID, or 10 minutes is
really?
COVID, so it's not that long.
Yeah, I just need a new. I feel like I got like 15, 20 that I like right now.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
And it'll keep. I mean, on the road, I'll get to try more shit and feel it out. But I feel like it'll come. Each day, more shit comes, and it's like I feel like Here's the thing: what we do so many sets. Like I'm doing a few a night again, like I used to.
Yeah.
And I start to hate my act. And I'm like, why do I hate it? Because I do a lot of sets. But if you get a couple, 2 or 3 new jokes a year, you got an hour.
Yes, exactly.
Or 2 or 3 jokes a week.
Or a month.
Yeah. But you got an hour. So it just makes you angry that you don't have more. But when you do a lot of sets, I mean, this is our thing. A lot of our friends, like they have a show or something. This is kind of all we've done always.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I like it. I like this gritty, kind of weird, salt of the earth, nomad lifestyle. And look, it gets sad. Don't get me wrong. There's comics we know and look up to who are like, man, this guy's like alone and he's 65 and no kids, no wife, and just grinding it out still. And I think if you play it right, though, you can be a comic forever. Like a Bill Burr is doing great. He's got 2 kids and a wife, and he's happy. He's a millionaire, and he's respected.
Yeah,
it's a tough wave to surf, but you can pull it off.
Yeah.
And well, again, the 30s, we can still roam a little bit.
Let's fucking roam, dude.
Hell yeah!
Should I do another?
Do another one.
Which one?
Sorry, we're getting sappy about stand-up.
Are we sappy? It's you know what? You guys fucking tune into a drinking podcast. If you're not in it, if you're not into shit getting weird every once in a while, that's on you. I'm sorry.
I had a couple pops at the last show.
This tequila is good, dude.
Oh, the best.
This is pretty good. Oh, we got a name for bourbon. How about Road Gig? Ooh, I kind of like that.
That's not bad. I heard another one today. Callback.
Callback's fun.
I'll have a callback. It almost sounds like a pickleback, or let me get another callback.
Or road comic.
Road
comic is almost too comedy.
Road Gig.
I do like
bad.
the old timey picture of us in the bottle though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We got a wreck. Have you seen? It says Fleabag. Have you seen it?
I love it. Great show.
Amazing show.
Great show. What's her name?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
There you go.
Yeah, she's excellent.
It's funny. I found myself becoming more attracted to her as the show went on.
You know why? Because she's fucking talented.
But
funny. She is pretty also. But she's
huge mole on her forehead. That's why she wears her hair like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is probably why she's funny.
Everyone's got to have a thing.
You got to have a thing.
Yeah.
All right, I got one from Corey Pichette. Did you go? Did you read yours?
I did. Yeah, I did that show. You hit me.
Corey Pichette said, "Hey, Mark and Sam, huge fan of you both from here in Canada. Don't stop what you're doing. My biggest pet peeve is when you're walking in any major city with awnings everywhere while it's raining, and the fucks with the umbrellas are walking under the awning and still don't move when you're trying to stay under them yourself.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of the way and have some self-awareness. You got an umbrella. I need the awning. Always love you guys. Please, when life gets back to normal, come do a show here. Love from Canada." By the way, where the fuck are you in? Canada's huge. I love that. Come to Canada. All right, I'm in Montreal. Hi, I live in Vancouver. Well, you got to specify.
I'm in Winnipeg. Not that either. Okay, great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, it's probably not Canada realistically till next year, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you got to get that vaccine passport.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Some people are pushing against it.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'd love to, dude. I love Toronto so much. I love Montreal.
Love it.
Montreal, I don't love doing stand-up there, I'll be honest.
Really?
Have you ever murdered in Montreal?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I haven't.
They're like, they don't laugh.
The Comedy Nest, I bomb. The festival, I do okay. But those are comedy people, I guess.
Yeah, it's tough. Toronto, you'll fucking kill.
Love Toronto.
Toronto rules.
Toronto's got a little stank on it. Vancouver, I do well.
Vancouver's one of the most beautiful cities.
Amazing.
In the fucking world. It's so expensive. But
what about Winnipeg?
I had a great, I've only been to that club once, but I had a great time.
That's a good club.
Man, that guy Tyler's a good guy. He runs that club.
Great guy.
I was in that condo though. I'm done with condos.
Oh,
I'm fucking done. It was years ago, and I was there. Of course, I knew I was there after an LA guy because there was like almond milk in the fridge. I'm like, no New York comic bought this. I like it, but I know a New York comic didn't buy it.
Yeah, so true. That condo is a bummer because it's a condominium in this building, and it's also an old folks' home.
Oh, really?
So I'm coming home at 5 a.m. with some, big lady under one arm, and then, old man Johnson is he's playing rummy in the lobby area, and I'm like, oh, hey, he's leaving, I'm coming in. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, Canada, Vancouver really is where it's at.
Oh, yeah. Great town. That seawall.
But Vancouver's like the LA equivalent.
Yes.
I feel like Toronto's New York.
No doubt about it. And it's way more like cultural. What's the word? Diverse.
Yeah.
That's the word. Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, good place. Saskatchewan's a little scary. There's that one room. What's that room? Comic strip up the Edmonton. Whoo, man.
Yeah, I heard that's a fucking hell gig.
Hell gig. I mean, they call it these rig pigs. These guys who work on rigs all day.
Yes, oil men, yeah.
Yeah, they make a fortune because there's good money in it. So they just buy blow and scotch, and they're like uneducated, and they just yell at you. They called me a fucking every slur in the book. So it's just babysitting these rig pigs. Then
How was your show? I got called a Polak, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I did a gig like that once in Vernal, Utah. It's an oil rig town, and it was it's like the saddest gig. They were like, "We put you up in the nicest room." I get there, I'm like, "The honeymoon suite." I'm in a fucking like heart-shaped bed with a giant jacuzzi. I'm like, "This is the most depressing shit I've ever." But just put me in a regular room.
Yeah. Oh man, I did AC once, and they're like, "We're gonna give you the Sinatra suite." I was like, "Jesus, Sinatra suite? Who the hell am I?" I get there, it was the worst room I've ever seen. The door came off when I opened it. It was one of those like everything was like from the 40s, like back in his heyday. It was so dusty and shitty.
There's a guy in the other room just hitting a woman. You're like, oh, this is the Sinatra suite. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember I did AC once. Tropicana, this fucking piece of shit ripped me off. He never paid me. Right after, it was a week after I recorded. It was 2015. I recorded a half hour for Comedy Central, and I'm in AC, and it's of course like you have that friend who's like a degenerate gambler. My friend Adam, who's hilarious, but he's a degenerate fucking gambler.
Yeah.
Like gambles on the WNBA. Like
wow.
you know you've got a problem when you've made it to the W. Like he shows up shit faced, just like shows up. He's the type of guy. If I got a casino gig, he's just there.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm like, you're here. He's like, yeah, it's a casino. I'm like, all right.
And then he's like, come on, Seattle Storm, give it to me. Wow, WNBA, that's hilarious.
No, he gambles on every. He texts me. He's like, you feeling good about the Knicks tonight? I'm like, I'm a diehard fan. You can't ask me. I don't want your money on the line on my name. So,
he's like, who you got in the spelling bee?
Tequila.
Yeah.
Now,
go Indian.
But yeah, man. No, he showed. I remember it was that classic gig. You show up shit faced to your fucking hotel room. No Wi-Fi. It wasn't even like a hotel. It was like a fucking condo on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Coming shit face, cockroach, stomp, and they just pass out drunk. And end of the week, they never fucking paid me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Brutal, man. Those casinos are hard enough already.
The guy disappeared. He had like a fucking, oh dude, what a piece of, I forgot his name, but he was a real piece of dog shit.
AC is a sad, sad place. It is rough. It's got a good history. It's got all this like lore about it. Like, Dean Martin, went down on a lady here or whatever it is. But
he went down on a woman everywhere.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But man, it is a bummer. Everything's like dingy. Everything looks like it had a heyday. And then that was 35, 40 years ago.
You ever go to Tony's Baltimore Grill in AC?
I don't know.
It's like an all-night, 24-hour. They serve you, like you order, you say, I'll have a Jack and Coke. They just give it to you in a pint glass.
Wow.
And it's like $6. It's hilarious.
That's kind of nice.
It's classic. It's old Italian women. They're just serving you pasta too. My brother did a bachelor party in Atlantic City.
Nice.
And I kind of told, I was hammered. I'm like, we got to stop in a Tony's Baltimore Grill. And everyone was like, all right. And we walked in. Everyone was like, this place is the shit. It was like, it's great when you like wreck a place hammered. And they're like, yes, good call.
I do love a shitty dive like that. But also it's funny that Baltimore is their go-to. Like, this is the Baltimore. Baltimore sucks. Baltimore's a shit town. Hey, we're going to Youngstown Inn. You know?
We're going to the Chernobyl dive.
Yeah, we got a Darfur Cafe coming up. Yeah,
we're going to get a lot of letters for this one. I started with fucking Dominican Republic, and we went downhill from there.
Oh, we did Albany, we did Syracuse, we did Toledo, and now Baltimore. We're fucked. But shit town, and you guys left too. Don't give me shit. Every time I go there, it's nothing but white flight. Oh, we got to do a bit.
You want to do a bit?
Yeah.
What do you got? You want me to go first?
Yeah, please.
So this is one. I don't know. I think there's more meat in this bone. I hit tonight. I think there's something here. But I was talking to a friend. He goes, I'm battling depression. And I was like, oh, I've never had that. And he goes, you never? And I was like, no, I've been depressed, but it's never been a battle.
Right.
Like every time I feel depression coming on, I'm like, you win.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I spread my cheeks. I'm like, do whatever you'd like, depression.
You assume the position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
so true.
I don't know where to go with it really. There's something about like, to me, the idea of like, here's what you do when you're depressed. It's not a fucking battle. You go, all right, I'm gonna wait it out.
Right.
I'm gonna watch another Sopranos. I'm gonna order Seamless, have some coffee. I get mad, by the way, when coffee doesn't cure my depression.
Yeah. Coffee cures everything.
It cures that, but
a
like
hangover, a sleepiness.
That's weird that it cures your hangover, because for me, it gives me a headache.
Really?
I mean, I do it because I need to wake up a little bit, but like, yeah, it's fucking.
It's a
does
cure.
That cure your hangover?
For me, it actually.
Oh, I crave it. I'm like, I'm so hungover. I'm like, give me a coffee, and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of getting back to normal now. It like kicks me into gear.
Weird.
But maybe you drink so much coffee, it's probably just, it's normal for you.
I drink a lot.
I still get a kick from coffee.
I fucking love a nighttime coffee. I'm glad that I'm working again at night regularly, because I love a nighttime, like a private eye.
Yeah, I had one tonight at the show. I felt great.
You feel like you're on Law and Order SVU.
Yes.
And you're like, what do we got?
I know, like a coffee at a diner at midnight. Oh, nothing. I'll even get a decaf just for that look, that feel.
Yeah, the taste is nice. Yeah, I think there's something to the depression thing. I have a lot of depression ideas. I added to it. There's a lot here. I think
there is a lot.
Just about like how you just give in. It's not everything's a battle.
Right.
Sometimes you're just counting the time till you're not losing anymore.
Yes, yeah. It's more like a headlock or something, where you just gotta, like, my older brother used to get me in a headlock and watch TV, and I would just get comfortable, and you have to wait it out. You know, it's kind of like what's something that just you have to just wait for it to end, like when the power's out. You know, you're like, all right,
kind of like being the DMV.
Yeah,
you're like,
there
this
you go.
Sucks. Hopefully it'll be over in 3 hours.
Exactly. Yeah.
Something there.
Yeah, and then every picture of you looks terrible. Yeah, there's something there. You shouldn't be driving. I don't know. That is interesting. It's true. It's not a battle. It always wins, and you just have to get through it.
But it's how long it wins.
Yes. It's more of a marathon, not a sprint. It's like something that takes a long time. Not really, because a battle can be just quick and won, and you're like, we won this one. But this depression is like it's like a lease.
It's a lifetime battle.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? It's kind of like it's like if you were like a fighter, but they didn't schedule your fights.
Oh yeah.
You're like a boxer, random. And you're like, I thought we were doing this on the 20th, and you're like, ah, fuck. Let me.
Yeah. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I
something
like that.
there. I'm gonna play with that.
There's
what do you got?
Definitely a lot there.
What do you got?
Damn. Maybe it's like being fumigated. You just got to wait it out. I don't know. All right. I got it. Just tell me this is a dumb line and I'll get rid of it. So my friend is Native American and he hates Jeep. He's like, I don't like the Cherokee thing. And he's like, it bothers me. I'm like, why? It's not like a dig. And he's like, I don't like him using our name. And I'm like, or not our name, but our thing. I'm a Cherokee, whatever. And I'm like, all right. Well, wait till Caitlyn Jenner hears about the Trans Am.
Have you done it yet?
I did it in Miami and it killed, but that's Miami. That's a coke fueled. I
don't think it's bad. I kind of like it.
All right. It's a throwaway. I'm not resting my keys on it.
Yeah.
Or my coat on it. It's just.
And you just hope she doesn't drive it.
Yeah, there you go. That's not a bad tag.
Maybe that's the tag.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
She did kill someone, right?
She did. She ran over.
Imagine being
Bruce
killed.
did.
Imagine being killed by Caitlyn Jenner. What a weird thing. Like, how'd your grandma die? Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, I love the guy.
Her.
He gets hit and he's like, "What the fuck you do, dude?" I mean, ma'am. Right? He's got to still correct it that he died.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah. Right. All right. So that was just a dumb throwaway. And then this is something I've been working on I've been thinking about for a while that I need your help on. Kids are the opposite of food because sex is the opposite of food because food you want to eat right away, and it has an expiration date. You can't eat it after this. But kids, you can fuck after the expiration. Food you eat before.
I would say people, because you can't ever fuck kids.
Oh, yeah, good point. People, you fuck after 17
kids,
or 18.
You got to wait a few years till they're 9 or 10.
It's like food, it's good right now.
Yeah.
And once it hits a certain date, the milk is spoiled. But a kid, or human, you want to fuck after 18.
Interesting.
It's almost like you got to wait. It's almost like an avocado. It's not ready yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Avocados, it's ready quickly. So I don't know if avocado.
I don't know if that is either. I'm just spitballing here.
Food has an expiration date. Must have by.
Food you don't eat too late. People you don't want to fuck too early. That's the thesis.
Yeah.
Like people have an expiration date. Or wait, no.
You got to jump on food. You got to be patient with people.
Aha.
That's what you're saying.
There you go.
Food, yeah.
Yeah, you got bananas on the fridge. You're like, I waited too long. And then married Kate and Ashley Olsen. You're like, it's not time yet.
Avocado. Do you ever try to eat an avocado before it's ready, though?
It's hard as a rock.
It's hard as a rock.
Yeah. No pun intended. But, yeah, that's true. Avocado is a special case because it's like you got to wait for it, and then it's ruined. But too early is ruined. It's like they're ready. That's why I thought about that for the kid or the person. But, yeah, I think there's something with that expiration date. You check the milk. You're like, oh, man, I got one more day. And then with a 17-year-old, you're like, one more day till the birthday.
It's clever. Something's missing, though.
Something's missing.
Something's missing.
Call in if you can think of it.
No, there's something about this is a love line with Sam and Mark.
There's an element that I'm missing here.
There's something about
maybe someone with like dating apps. It's almost like Fresh Direct, but like Tinder. Huh. Maybe there's something with old people. Like some people are too old to fuck. And that's like rotten fruit.
Your pussy's like a bad mango, girl. Yeah, there's something about
it's a chin scratcher for sure.
Waiting too long is also a problem.
Right. Yeah, there's a sweet spot.
Maybe it's just like maybe the bit is just like the person in their prime. 30s is the prime.
Yeah.
For everybody. I think the 30s is the prime.
Right. And food, I mean, it's the same with food. A banana's too ripe, then a banana's brown, but there's a prime.
Although I don't know. Maybe the 30s. Some people hit their prime later.
That's true, too. But there's still a midsection. That's the meat of it.
This is tricky.
Maybe an old lady's kind of like when you reheat leftovers. You get some animation back in it.
Shit was like Baked Ziti right there. That was great.
Yeah, that was her name. Ziti Johnson.
Yeah, there's something about when something goes bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
with
it's
people-
about maybe you got to make it like a relationship going bad. Maybe that's the way to connect it all.
Interesting,
Because if
yeah.
it's a relationship going bad, you're like, fuck, I should have done this when I still could.
Right.
That way it's
yeah.
not about the looks and it's more about just like a general, like, oh shit, I could have fucked.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think you're right, though. I think there's an element missing.
Well, if it's a failing relationship, you're like, man, this was the last day I could have done this. You know,
Yeah,
or
now
something.
it's turned.
Now it's turned.
The relationship
Now
is
it's
turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right,
It's a
I'll
clever
noodle.
observation. I don't know what the connection is, though.
I know, it's a tough one. There's some guy right now screaming at his computer screen.
You fucking idiot. It's about pomegranates.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe someone planting your seed. Yeah, I don't know, but I think there's something there, and
Something.
maybe it'd be nice if people had their date just pushed on them so you could look at it, like in their skin. It was like a tattoo. Like, oh wow, she's ready.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's go bad. Like, fuck, I wish, like, she's going to go nuts or something.
Oh yeah.
Must fuck her before this date or she'll get attached.
Yeah. Right. All right. Hey, that's good stuff.
That's something.
Write in. Tell us what you think. Email.
I
peeves,
lost
drinks.
her and my honey maple on the same day.
I took her cherry. All right.
Yeah, email us. See us on the road. I'll be in Cleveland April 30th through May 2nd. Next weekend I'll be in Spokane and Seattle, then
Ooh,
Lancaster the
too.
next weekend in
What's in Lancaster? I don't even know about that
it's
one.
a one-nighter, but I can't
Ooh,
wait.
baby.
And then Pennsylvania, then the next week I'll be in and then I think it's Utah. I'm gone every week. So Salt
There
Lake
you
and
go.
Utah every week. So you can come see me and see Mark. Where are you going to be, man?
Also Tacoma. Speaking of Baltimore, sorry I trashed the town. I'll be in Timonium next week. And Magoobies, yeah. Hartford Funny Bone. I'm telling you, I'm doing all the tough ones. Virginia Beach. You ever done that?
Never done it, no.
I'm going to get my ass kicked out there.
I
Portland,
know some of you are
Oregon.
going to be like, you piece of shit, you did a story about Virginia Beach. I changed the city for that story so I didn't get sued.
Toledo,
All right.
oh boy, Syracuse, Houston Improv, that'll be fun. Philly Helium, Buffalo, I'm all over the road.
Oh, you're coming
Dayton.
up nice, though, after that, though.
Yeah, Brea, that's a
I
hot
actually
one.
got Atlantic City coming up in June.
Ooh, I'm sorry. West Palm.
Oh, I got Arlington Draft House last weekend of May.
That's a
so
fun one.
That'll sell out. So you better fucking get on that shit.
Get
we
on
added
it.
a show already. I can't wait.
Rhode Island, Providence, Comedy Connection, Richmond, Laugh
Damn,
Boston.
you are going hard.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough year, but we're going to really craft that hour. We need another special.
I can't wait. Oh, I got Tampa in June. I can't
Ooh-wee.
wait. I got Raleigh in June.
There you
Raleigh
go.
Good nights. We got a lot of good shit coming up. I can't
All right.
wait. OKC, man, this is gonna be great. July, Levittown, New York, Long Island. I took a pic. This guy's heckling me the whole fucking show tonight, and I said, "Where are you from?" He goes, "Long Island." I said, "I'll be there in July. Let me take a picture of you. We're gonna have a do not allow for my show." Click.
There you go, folks. Don't heckle unless you want to get dusted. And then we'll film it and put it on the internet.
I pummeled this motherfucker.
Good.
I did not care for him. No, make sure to email us. We might be drunkpod@gmail.com. Subscribe. Leave us a review. We don't really plug that, but you should leave us a review.
Yeah.
And
iTunes.
Subscribe.
Spotify,
Follow our shit.
YouTube. Yeah, we got specials on YouTube, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, come see us live. Say hello. We got to get some merch. We're still working on that fucking rye or bourbon or whatnot.
We got to
sending us
follow up
names.
on that shit. Yeah, good idea. Let's do that.
Give us some names. We're still callback, road gig. We got fun ones. Late show, late shift. We're noodling, folks. So tell a friend, spread the love, spread your cheeks, and queef it up. Comedy.
Bye-bye.